Hey guys, this is Voice, back with another live stream, uh, with the same project that I've been working on. In this video, we are going to start working on registration page. And also I would like to actually run this application on an actual device. So what I'm gonna do, I'm actually going to mirror this iPhone to my computer. Okay, so as you can see on the screen, the app is running on iPhone 7. Right now, this is saying always on top. I'm actually not gonna do that because it's actually technically gonna be on the top of the IDE, so that's why we're just gonna leave it aside. Whenever I want to show you something, I will show you on the actual device. So, what is an agenda for this particular video? First, if somebody could tell me if the quality of a live stream is all good, then we can proceed with our coding. Okay, so let's go to this page. Here we got this authentication where we have 3 user accounts. In this video, we want to make sure that our form is all good. We go to the login page, we are able to log in. Okay. And also we should be able to navigate to tabs module. So we're gonna do these two things. So first of all, let's go to register page. And I think this is actually hiding some of the code behind me, so I'm just gonna make it a little bit smaller. All right, so now let's just do one more account. So this is test 2. Let's do add Gmail, and we can password hello 123 3. Yep, that's the password. Let's click on register, and there you go. It takes me to the login page now. So we're gonna be verifying that if we have this test2 user account created. So there you go. You got the test2 user account. I'm going to delete some of the users here. So from now on, we're gonna follow convention of test 1, test 2, test 3. So now let's go to login page. I'm gonna use test 2 at gmail.com, and we're gonna type a password hello 123. Click on login, and it should return us this bit, which also takes us to tabs page. Here we got some errors which we are going to fix in this video anyway. So let's go back and create a logout function from here first. So from our accounts page, I want to create a logout function. So let's do that first. So we are successfully logged out. So I'm going to go to account component. Here we got this reset app button. Okay, so let's create another button. I'm going to name this as logout. Save, and let's see if we get another button. Okay. I'm going to create and move this button in here. Jokerman, hello, how are you, mate? How's it going? Okay, let's see how our app's looking now. Okay, so we got the reset data button right here, like all the way at the bottom. Now logout button. Now if I go here, I would like to create a function which will basically help us to log out. So let's just do log out, and we can just simply, actually, we're gonna follow the convention. We're gonna say do log out, and it's going to turn nothing. Now we're gonna need an odd service. So we do private odd service, odd service. Okay. And we can set this dot odd service dot logout function. Okay. And we don't really need to subscribe to it. For now, let's go take a look. What does it do? So here it holds this dot fireout dot logout, and from promise it converts this, observable, which is good. MJ Jigoro, hi bro, how are you? The GitHub link should work, bro. This is a open source project. The only thing you're not gonna have, this is a repository here. Okay, so actually I made that private for some reason. I'm gonna make a clone of this and then make it available. I'm gonna public this. Yep, you're right. So I'm actually gonna do it now. I don't remember why I made this private. Hmm. I can make this public, but why? Let me think about it. I think there's a reason why I made this private. Okay. Let me go through one thing. I'll I don't know. I might have that Google Firebase key actually added into repository. That might be the reason why I made that private for the time being. But I will make that public during this video or during this live stream or maybe later on. Okay, for now let's proceed with the code. So this is actually what the convention that we want to use is. We want to make sure that anything which is returning promise, we want to convert that into observable. In our application, we're going to only deal with observable using RxJS. So whenever I see that some third-party library is returning promise, I convert that straight away to observable. Okay. So now we got our logout functions done. It's returning observable wide. If I go to the index.d.ts file, it's returning promise wide. So that means it's okay. It doesn't return anything. Let's go and try this. We're going to go to account and I'm going to call do logout function. It was public, bro, but the reason why I probably made this as private is because the probably some sort of this bit is like, now you could probably pause this live stream. I'm gonna have to change this. This is why I have this API key exposed. Anybody could actually use my Google account. That might be the reason. Okay, now I've exposed this bit. What I will like to do is change something like this data. All right, to just make it easy, I'm gonna try making it public right now. Okay, this should be public now. So now if we go to repository, you should be able to download it. Here's the link. I think I cannot paste that there because I'm using Windows in the background. So you might want to go to this link and then clone the repository. Do me a favor. Do not try to use my Google Firebase thing. Otherwise, man, it's gonna cause some issues for me. Here's my account. I'm gonna try finding a way to actually update this bit. Okay, that's been removed. And now anybody can actually use this repository without actually hiding my Firebase account. Okay, so let me. Okay, so now I'm actually gonna stop mirroring my screen so I could paste the new credentials that I have. Okay, now I'm gonna go to the code. Okay, all right, let's get back to the code now. Okay, now I've updated the credentials. Now you guys can actually use the repository. It should be fine. Like, you guys can play with it whatever you want to, but you won't be able to use my Firebase credentials now. Yeah, let me know if you can't clone this anymore. All right, so we're gonna do login, and I'm gonna subscribe to it here. And once the logout is done, I'm going to first of all navigate to the login page. So we're gonna have to have a router. So type private router. Okay, so we'll do this dot router dot navigate by URL, and I'm going to use app routes dot login page, and that should be fine. Okay, so let's go to login. I'm going to try logging in with That's to Gmail. And the password will be hello123. Let's take a look at the log. What I can do here is I'm going to bring the logs here so we could actually see if I'm working on a Chrome, it should actually come up. If I go to browser, it should come up automatically. But anyway, all right, now better. So let's click on the login and we get the login done. We got this errors and we go to tabs page. We got accounts. Okay, can't go to accounts for some reason. Okay. So let's see why. Hmm. That's to add gmail.com to pass login. That we're successfully logged in. We got account, and now we're getting some errors all the way down. So it says cannot read the property of toString of undefined on dashboard component. So something wrong here. Got some select dot open date and time. Okay, that's the problem that we're gonna have to fix later. But I want to make sure that I'm able to go to accounts. All right, so let's take a look at dashboard component. What's going on here? When the component is initialized, we got a lot of actually functions right here, which is not right. Let's comment this code and let's see what we get now. And instead of just typing this again and again, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to login page and type the values here so I don't have to type that again and again. I will just do test to add Gmail, and the password is going to be one. All right, let's log in and we get to the page. Still we got errors. If I'm going to click on accounts, does not go to accounts. So let's verify in the tabs page. All right. This is really weird error actually. Join button, tab is settings, account. It was actually going there. Something that we have done. Login, go to page, doesn't go there. Okay, that's a weird error. Do you guys have any suggestion? So we're not getting any errors now. The problem it was because now a component sorted. Then we can fix this error. But the first error is gone is because this was actually undefined ion, so it wasn't today's date and selected it wasn't really defined. That's why before the component was constructed, it was throwing this error. So first now fix this account error. So what it's saying here is a no provider for odd service. So that's the easy fix. So we're gonna go to tabs. Actually, let's go to app module and see if we have odd service. No, we don't need. Actually, we need odd service at the root level. So what I can do is type odd service at the root level. Let's get rid of data service and data service. Now when I open up, when I go to this account, filtering out odd service to Angular file out. Right. So these two things, Angular file out has to be at the root level and has to be there. Okay. So if I copy this and go to auth module, try not to put that into. So we got this with there, Angular file out and auth module. This is we need at the root level for sure. Auth service, yes, we need that at the root level. But hang on, we have a better way to fix this. We can actually import the auth module here. So let's get rid of this. And if I go to import auth module there, now let's see what we have here. So in auth module, we have both of these providers. So now if I go back to the code, now I'm gonna go to login page and let's open up login, get to login. We don't see an error. I click on account, I go to account and I can click on log out. This app reset successfully because we're not calling that logout function. So let's go to, I'm gonna get rid of this too. Let's go to accounts page. Here we're calling it do logout. Going to uncomment this. All right, let's take a look. So now if I go log out, still saying, okay, all right, I got it now. So we'll go to account. You can log out, calling this reset. So what we want to call here is do logout. And here we want to call reset app. Now we should be seeing that. All right. Now, if I go to logout, it takes me to logout. Okay, that's good. We actually logged out as well. If I log back in, go to account, log out, it takes me here. And also on the reset app, we gotta fix one thing. If I go to application, we have a local storage. And here you see we are actually storing some data. We want to make sure that it's been reset as well. We go to log out, log in, Click on this plus button. I'm going to add an amount with some random description. Click add. Now we're getting another type of error. Now it says cannot read the property get value of undefined. But we're gonna have to fix this guys later, but that's fine. Let's not worry about it. So reset function, which we see here, this should actually should go to present reset alert. Okay. Now, once that's done, I'm going to say this is going to return void anyway. Then I'm going to call this when the reset happens, then I'm going to call this to logout. So let's take a look at what's happening now. And we go to reset and it actually goes directly there. So here we would like to pass a handler. Okay, so this is alert from Ionic. I won't be able to answer that question here, bro, because I'm not sure what is it. Busy sense. All right, guys, so let's go to Ionic docs. I'm gonna go to components and I want to find Ion alert. Here we gotta get the methods, dismiss, on dismiss, will dismiss. But what I'm interested in, if there is a handler, I go to Angular. So we got button, okay. Want to find a handler there. Okay. So create an object, pass in a text, which would be this. Then we got handler, and I'm going to just gonna do this for now. And this would be handler. Okay. Okay. So now we'd like to pass in a handler, which is going to be like that. I'm going to put this dot to log out. Okay. I'm going to say logged out and moving to, okay, not log out actually. Reset, done. Moving to login page. Okay. Now, if I go to login, go to account, I log out, I want to see what was in the console. Okay. Let's say login successful. Let's login, log out, and let's see. Okay, we go to logout page, but it's not actually calling this handler. So this is the problem there. So I would like to do this part here. And when I subscribe to it, then I would like to log that there. Also, it's better to catch errors. I'm going to say console.log error died there. Now here we're getting a kind of on the line saying promise returned from negative is ignored, so that's fine. We don't really need to worry about that. Another error says fixed expression shorthand, so I can just use the shorthand like that. Handler. Okay, let's get rid of this now. And it's gonna say again that the promise is not handled, so we're just gonna not worry about this. If you're using VS Code, you won't even see this bit. Okay, now let's go to login. Goes to the login page. I go to account, go to logout. It says reset done, moving to login page. So it's good. Also, I wanna go to this page and refresh. Now within this Angular Firebase, we have an API for admins, which basically you can check if any user or how many users are actually logged in. But for that, I'm not gonna go through right now because that will probably take a lot of time to actually get it ready. So now let's move to the next bit. We've got a login function working, logout is working as well. So this is looking good, guys. I would like to go to register page. I want to make sure that this is actually doing what it's supposed to do. Now, another in the logger page, this is a little bit like, the heading is, the line is a little bit weird here. So let's go and fix that straight away. So for the login page, I want to find a button, which is, what is it button? Submit button. It says login. Okay, here we got an ion item. That's okay. There's an icon there. Ion item. There's a class ion padding bottom. This is what the cause. This is what's causing issue. I'm not gonna do that. Alright, it's gonna move the button up, and then I would like to actually have something like probably BR probably would work. Let's give it a shot. But that actually worked. Also, probably we could do something a BR breakline here as well. Just to show you guys, here is our actual emulator. Not emulator, actually a real device. So let's give it a shot. So I'm going to tap on the login button. It logs in. Now, as you can see, the difference here. So if I log in here, it's actually Android. On iPhone, it's looking really, really weird. We're gonna have to fix this bit. Not looking good at all. Okay. Date and time doesn't work. Filtering doesn't work. So now what we can do here is we're gonna have to fix this model. So I've got an Android phone running and also the iPhone running side by side, so I could see what's going on in actual devices instead of just log out, go here. Let me push this side and this is okay now, guys. So we'll go to login. Now I'm gonna go to register page. So instead of typing this here, I'm gonna go and change the routing in auth module. So we'll go to auth routing module, and here I'm going to redirect to register. Not here, like redirect to here. So it's actually gonna go to register anyway. If I get rid of this bit and it goes to register page. Okay. Now it doesn't seem good. I don't know. One thing I just noticed of this is the expense tracker. I want to just get rid of that straight away. IP as a login. It's good. Go to register. Now we got these forms working. I can create a user account. I can go to the login page and I can log in. That takes me to tabs page. And that so far is going okay. Why not just try implementing we're gonna try implementing the tabs, okay, and then we're gonna start looking at how we can store the data in Angular Firebase. Okay, so let's go to the dashboard page now, and here let's see. First of all, I'm going to enable that button. I hit say it's selected dot open. Let's find out what is that. Save this. We go to we cannot read the property of open up undefined. So let's open this side by side and we see what's going on here. First of all, we have some properties here. We got this today's total, total subscription, selected type, expense type, today's date, and expenses. So let's do step by step. First of all, let's uncomment this. It's saying when the component is initialized, then we're going to say this.total subscription, which is this one, equal to this data service get total subscription, and we subscribe to get the total, and that will set the total right on the top. Another thing I noticed that it's saying total test, it should say total. All right, so now we're getting this $0 there. Okay, is there any error? No error so far. That's good. So that subscription is working. Also, I would like to set a value. So today's total, this get a service, get date and time. This is another issue here. Okay, that's probably that we need to fix this. Anyway, now I want to have a default value here. So in a constructor, I would like to have today's total set to 0. It says null. I'm not sure. I think I keep that null for now. But let's go to the next bit. Now we're gonna find out the today's date. So here we got this date subscription, which is this date and time service. We have this get selected date and time, and I'm going to just uncomment this. Now we're gonna get a bunch of errors. It says unpromised. Cannot read the property of subscribe of undefined. Okay. Now the problem here is that the date and time service is not properly injected. So if I go to app module, actually tabs module, let's go to the tabs module. And this, if I add providers, I said date and time service, add a comma here, save this bit, and I'm going to go to Chrome and let's see what we get. So I'm going to go to login, log in again. Go here, this cannot read the property of undefined. That's fine. I'll just report over changes. I know what the problem is, so you're gonna have to find a way to actually initialize this so it's undefined. So if I said this dot date subscription, this dot date dot we can say equal to, and let's see what this is returning. So this returns behavior subject, and today's total initial value is 0. Okay. If I move this and paste that here in a constructor, let's see what happens now. Login. Okay, whole bunch of errors. So it's unsubscribed, guys. We got some big issues going on here. So first, let's find out why did I do this bit? Why did I have this date subscription? Take a look what's going on now. Login. Now we go there. Now, still not working. Right. Does anybody have any idea what's going on here? Sometimes you get stuck with bugs like this, issues like this where you don't know what's going on there. Uh, Here's the problem. Uncomment dates. Save this now. I thought I was looking at the right service, but I was looking at the wrong service. That was the problem. Obviously, it was undefined. If I go now, I don't see a problem because it's no longer undefined. So in date and time service, when we created this behavior subject, I had this, I commented out. So if I take a look at app module, we don't have, not app routing module, app module, we don't have a date and time service injected specifically there. Yeah, problem resolved. Now here it's saying tsLint variable name must be in a current line. So I'm just gonna ident this and this will go. So this is like a linting error where it says if a variable name must start with a lowercase apostrophe. We can fix this bit if we want to. So PyCharm is one of the best software to refactor. So if I go refactor, rename, and I can say rename, select the date, be subject. If I type something, I don't know, if I really want to type this as a behavior subject, that should be all right. Okay, we got the selected date. Now let's go to dashboard component. Right, so now let's take a look at what errors that we get. So now we can say, cannot read the property open of undefined. All right, another undefined. Let's uncomment this bit now. And this is coming from a data service. Data service, we have this behavior subject expense. Are we creating this expense as null? That's okay. So we go to, and this bit date doesn't come up. Okay. So now let's go and fix this date button. I'm gonna go here and I would like to comment this line code. I'm gonna just comment this bit. Click somewhere here, doesn't work. So now what happened was this is hidden. I'm gonna do this so it's not hidden anymore. If I click on this, it comes up. Okay, so things looking good. So if I just make that hidden and unhide this button, now we should have this selected dot open there. And date, there you go, it comes up. Okay, things looking good. Now if I go to this, add some amount, description, add the schemes, add, and there you go, we got the data there. Also, if I go to application, and I can see that cap install date was this bit. Now we got this data. Let's add another one. So say $60. Add a description, add like clothing, click on add, and there you go. We got another data here with the same date. Now if I want to go back to like May 9, and I would like to go to May 8, click done, and I will go, it actually didn't update. That's another thing that we will have to fix. So when you update the date, what's going on there, we need to figure out what's going on there. So let's go plus, say 70, and then I'm gonna go like medical, and now we're getting 70. If I click on today, or let's go to 8. Yep, there's a problem there. So we got 2 dates there, which we know it's working. It's storing the proper data, but it's not changing. So on the date and time, we need to find out what's going on there. So ion change selected date, selected value. Let's go to this function. And here we got this selected date is equal to date and time service. That value, That's a selected date. And then we got this date and time service selected date. Okay. Then we have this dot expense service dot emit expense by date. This is a comment there, so I'm going to uncomment this bit. We're going to have to fix a lot of things in this code. Let's see. Okay. Now on date 10, I'm going to go to date 9. Done. Nothing appears. Date 8. Yep, $70 come up. If I open up the data, so we have date 10, which has this data. Date 8 has this data. Click on today, that brings up this. If I click on 8, there, 9, doesn't have anything. Today, that's good. So we got the data is actually working now. I think at this stage, I would like to just commit this code so we know that there's another thing that set current to date. Probably another thing that we'll have to uncomment, but for now, let's leave it there. So go to VCS it, and I will do, okay. That's weird. So I'm going to use pop up. I'm going to use okay. Say login, operation, and navigation to apps is done. Let's just to commit and push. Oh my god, it's gonna keep asking me for the word. I need to set this name. Set and commit, and then we're gonna push it. I want to go my repository and I want to go to settings and I want to go to branches. I want to make sure that the master and release branches have some protection rules. So master branch will require to dismiss the state. Okay, that's good. So that's good. I'm gonna save these changes. And let me go and create a pull request. I'm gonna code the pull request from oddservice to master. So merging auth service to master. Create a pull request. And we'll go to pull request. Here is one. And I'm going to merge this. It says at least one approval required, merging is blocked. I'm not even able to do that. So I just wanted to verify that if I go to settings, go to branches, and I'm gonna go to edit. Make sure that this does not really there, so I could just push it. Let's go to pull request, auth system, and I can just say this bit, but I can say add administration. You may still merge this pull request. I'll say, hmm, so say merging auth system to the comment, and say squash and merge. The user administrator privileges to merge this. Okay, so I'm going to just delete this branch now. Okay, so now I'm going to go to code. And first of all, let's take a look at the log here. So we only got the master branch now. This should be just out. Actually, if you take a look at the master, master is still behind. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to open another terminal, hit fetch. And now we got fetching done. Let's take a look at what we have in the master now. Master, the auth system 3. That's a minute ago. So yeah, things are looking good. The master branch as well. I'm gonna make sure that I pull that master branch. So go to terminal, git, check out master, do git pull, and I should have all these files right here. Okay, things are working, still working. Now let's take a look at our log master, price, all changes, no changes left, and here we go, log system. So take a look at the local. We can see that the auth system is here, and here we got this auth system there. So I'm going to go here. Let's say, go to auth system. This is a bit weird. I always use the Bitbucket, but I started using GitHub, which is a little bit weird for me. I'm just trying to understand what's going on. So your configuration specifies to merge of trees. So I want to actually lose that bit. So I'll go the merge into current. Okay. Now I think whatever we fixed, we go to date and time service. That's what we fixed. So that's all good. I think it's looking good. I'm gonna use git status and do git push. Okay, we just created a new branch. That's fine. If I go to master, check out master, and see what we have in a branch. So yeah. For some reason here I'm not seeing stuff. I'm not seeing, because look at all. Now you see the auth system has been merged to master. That's good. I can get rid of this branch and I can get rid of this auth system as well from the remote. I'm gonna start working from master. The reason why I want to work from master is because I don't want any person who could actually harm the repository and actually push some code to the different branch which I'm working. So I don't want a restriction on that. Because the master branch is restricted. I'm the only one who can push the code to it. That's how we're gonna do it. So let's just close this terminal. We're gonna say git pull, and let me run the code now and I'll show you how it's looking on iPhone. So the command I'll use is ionic serve dash dash external. And one thing I want to show you guys here that I'm using Linux computer to do this development. But as you can see, here is the screen cast of my iPhone. So this is like an iPhone, and here's the expense tracker application. Now it should come back to live once our servers is compiled. So just to make sure, so this is, our application. This is like a pure iPhone, and I'm gonna say expense tracker. And if I go to register component, and I will just go and change some stuff. Let's just say testing David, and you see the iPhone will automatically update because it's pointing to that server. So this way I can use Linux computer, but I can also develop for iPhone. I can see the development happening on the iPhone. So this is really good. You don't have to have a Mac computer to actually create an iPhone application. Yes, you need a Mac to deploy to the Play Store, but you don't really need a Mac computer to actually start working on Ionic. Okay, so I'm gonna put this aside, and I'm gonna go back and do this bit. Okay. So now the next thing what we'd like to do is basically we want to I want to basically ask you guys. So there's 6 people currently watching. Can anyone tell me what is the next functionality that you guys would like me to do? So we got our basic registration and login working. Now we have this code here. You guys can see now you can clone the repository, and you can even clone the master branch as well. That's not an issue. I just want to verify one environment. I got here, and I wanna basically I made another mistake. So I actually published this key, which is actually the actually the so I would like to go to I'm gonna create another one. And now I'm gonna just hide the monitor guys, so I could actually copy paste data. We have this it's actually not changing this there. Hopefully this will actually change, because I don't want to show you. That's really bad. not sure how do I actually uh, change this bit. Um, anyway, I'll probably figure out later. But yeah, do me a favor, guys. Do not actually use these devices anyway. So let's go back to the code. And what do you guys think I should do next? I've got this login registration working, and also okay. So now let's go to our auth module, and I'm gonna write a auth guard. If I go here, got this auth guard here. All right. Now, auth guard is something that will basically uh, you know try to keep us on a login page if you're not logged in. If you're logged in, then it will take you to the tabs. So let's try doing that. So here we got this can activate, returning true. Now within this function, I would like to first of all create a constructor, and I'm going to have this auth service injected. That service can help us actually know if we have a current user. So now if I go to this dot, right, say const active user equal to this dot auth service dot get active user status. Okay. Now this property doesn't exist there. Get value. Let's go to auth service. And here I would like to have a property here which will have auth service. So first of all, let's go about here. Oops, not here. So we'll just say private read only. I would like to say active user, and we said boolean. That would be behavior subject boolean, and in the constructor function, we're gonna set this dot user equal to new behavior subject, and initial value we can say false. Okay, good. Now we are going to create getters and setters, or like a meters for that. So now we will have two functions. So we'll say get active user status, and that would return say return boolean. Okay, so I'm going to say return this dot active user dot get value. This will return boolean. So we got the getter there. We're going to set active user status. Now this is going to return observable wide. Okay, I'm going to say when you do that, then we expect a boolean, and actually no, status maybe we need a boolean there, and I'm going to say this dot active user dot next. I guess I would like to do a mid. Next, it says status, and then we're gonna return this and dot. So we can say off. Okay, that should have observable wide returned. Set active user status. Okay, then we need get active user subscription. Now we can give subject, and that would be boolean. And we can say return this dot active user. Okay, so we got the subscription done, we got the setter done, and then have I'm not really happy with this off, so let's find something different. If I go to rxjs.dev, I want to find, I'm gonna go to operators and I'm gonna find creation operators. So let's go to creation operators. Okay. Right, so we got these creation operators where you basically create a subject or behavior subject or whatever you want to create from here. So I'm gonna look at something off. What off converts the argument to an observable sequence. Yeah, that should be okay. That should be fine. But I would like to have you empty creates an observable that emits no items to observable immediately. That would probably be better. Now it says deprecated. I don't know why. It says deprecate nodes. Deprecate in favor of using empty, constant, or scheduled. So if I look at empty, it says page not found. So documents not there. So schedule converts a common observable input type to observable with subscription and emissions of schedule on provided. Okay, so you can use probably this one. Schedule. Is observable in. All right, got it. So let's use this one. This returns good type. Subscription like type would be value. So now here if I say any, what happens? It says expected to got one. It needs a subscription like and then observable input. Now we can take a look at the input, the observable array promise iterable etc you like to schedule. Then you have this scheduler, the used to schedule subscription from emission. This is getting more complicated. So what this is basically asking is we want to do off true. Okay, and this is something, an argument of type wide is not a simultaneous observable input. So this observable input, we just suppress it, or we can find out what's going. So what is observable input? Type of subscription like a promise. Now we're not gonna use this bit, guys, because this is not really wired. So we're gonna use this dot actives dot next, and value would be state, and we're gonna do this observable wide. For now, let's just not worry about that for now. Okay, now we're gonna use this bit. So let's go to login page. That's false. Okay, let's go to login page. I would like to go to function which does do login. So the oddservice email password. This is where you do sign in, right? Now here, I would like to say dot subscribe, or could actually dot pipe that as well. So within pipe, I can call some function with merge map, and this is not require anything. So let's do this. This dot, we can use our, what was that log? Let me just see what's the data service or something that we're using. All right, we don't really need to do that. The reason why is because we're on the same service. My bad, guys. Sorry, not required. So before we return, we're gonna have to fix the indentation now. It's not required, and that's it. Okay, so now what it's going to do is it's going to return the credentials, and it also going to it's going to just set the actives next to true. Okay, and also we're going to, when the app initializes, we want to make sure that we could actually see if the current user is there. So at the we're gonna implement let's add one init function, and here I would like to say this dot file dot auth dot current user, and we are going to say get ID token results dot, then the token, and say if token not null, Then we can say active user dot next true. One more thing I would like to do before I execute this functionality, so I'm gonna comment this out. I want to log that first. So log token. Okay. And let's bring up this bit. Go to console. We go to login. Now it says null. Something is null there, so it says events is null, so that's fine. I want to make sure that this get executed. And choose oddservice actually is executed. So for that we probably want to check in a constructor function. That will have another behavior subject. Say oddservice read only the user. Okay, that would be user credentials type. And then we're gonna create actually let's just do a behavior subject. And that would take it those. And for now dot user equal to new behavior subject, and the value is null. Just to start with. Again, we're gonna need 3 functions to get active user status, get user, set user, and then its subscription. Okay, so let's do that. Let's say get user credentials maybe. And that will return the credentials. This return this dot user dot get value. Hey, Leonardo, how are you, mate? How's things? Yeah, I've started doing live streaming, mate. Let me know if you like it or dislike it. We just to set user credentials, and we are going to just do observable and say white because we don't want to basically turn anything from here. So we can say turn this dot user dot next, and this would actually send user credentials. The type would be user credentials. Okay, and say user credentials. That should be, and we need to return the off. That should solve the problem. There's probably a typo here. The credential and is a problem. Okay, that should solve it. Third function that we need is get user credential subscription. That would return the behavior subject with user credentials. We can set this dot user dot user. A lot of functions, I know. Okay. So now, when the user logs in, I would like to actually say this critical credentials. I'll save those credentials there. So I want to say this dot user, and I would like to change the variable name as well. So the next results Okay, and then we don't really need to return anything from here. Yep, doesn't really need anything from here. Let's leave it for now. Well, let's verify that we are able to emit these login. So for that, what I would like to do is a typo here as well. So subscription. I'll should go away. Let's change the name for this. So type shift F6, and I would like to change the how that would work. Okay, it's time for us to test our application and see everything is working. Now let's go and log out. Refresh. Get to the login page. Okay. First thing, what will happen when we click on do login? It's going to go and log in with username and password. Then it's going to say console. Yep, that's fine. And then it's going to navigate to tabs. Now, when it navigates to tabs, before it goes, I would like to set the credentials there. Okay. And then I return the results. Now, I don't really need to return the results because I'm not going to be using that. So that's why I've said, yep, let's not worry about returning the particular result there. That should be fine, I guess. Here it's saying this.active user true. Let's get that there as well. Okay. Now let's see what happens. So when we log in, this is going to emit these two values, and we're going to go to apps. Right, so not here. We want to go to dashboard, and I would like to subscribe to active user and also to user credentials. I don't want to do anything about them. I just want to make sure that I get those credentials up to the log. So we're gonna do that just to demonstrate that we got that. So say the creds and tab. I'm gonna say any for say user credentials would be fine. And then we need to create the creds subs. That would be subscribe. Let's go down to ng just for demonstration. Say this dot user creds equal to this dot oddservice now. That's coming from oddservice. So check that here. Yes, we're gonna use this dot oddservice dot get user credential subscription. Now we're gonna subscribe to it. And I'm just going to use an object now here. So the next function is going to return the threads. That should be user credentials. So just the user credentials there. All right, next comma. I'm gonna do error. Do a log. There is an error coming in, so this error. Then I'm going to just do console.log the threads. All right, there is an error happening here. Okay, it says dashboard or user creds, user credentials. What happened up there? So here we got subscription like, and we got this creds. Oh, yep, that's right. I want to go back down and I want to say cred subscription, not actually this dot the creds to the creds. I'm gonna get rid of this code, guys, but this is just to demonstrate that once I log in, I should be able to see that in the log. So let's bring it up. Okay, you guys ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Login and login successful. And here we got null and we got null. Bad. So here we can see that was null. And also here, that was null. Okay. Oh, that's supposed to be null anyway. I'm just curious why this is null. Let's debug now. So let's go to oddservice. I would like to do a debugger here. Okay. Actually, move this here. I'm going to log out, refresh page to login, and there you go. Here we got the debugger. So we got the results, credentials, or now. Here we got the user data, and then we got this true. Okay, so here we're supposed to do something like a user, not just a result. So that's one thing, because user is expecting user credential, and we're gonna verify what is the user. Okay, so on there, so here it says credential user. Okay, that's should be fine. Right, it's not doing it. Okay, but it did. No, it did emit. So we can verify that it's emitting those. If I let it go, and I would like to go to now dashboard here, I would like to debugger. Let's see what happens now. Bring the debugger up. Now let's let it go. See the console. Nothing. Okay. Let me go and log out. Refresh. Let's log in. Gonna hit the debugger. Then we got this result and this true here. And then now we get thing. This is null. Oh, that's crazy. So we might be doing something wrong here. The user credential is equal to this dot odd service and get user credential subscription. We subscribe to it and we got this bit here. All right. Now, one thing I would like to do just to prove my point here. Instead of still null, that's fine. Instead of doing this bit, I want to do a console log that this dot odd service dot get is credential. Let's see if we have a log there. I'll just go log out, fresh, and then log in. Then we are saying user credentials. Next, we are emitting this. Let's go this. And now we should see that here. That's a bit of issue there. I'm just not happy what I'm seeing there. But let's try debug first. Thanks, guys. Thanks for the good words. Appreciate it. Yeah, if you guys want to help me out with this problem, you're more than welcome to do that. So tell me, what is the problem here, guys? What's going on? Oh, this is actually null. That's what it emits. Don't know. I can't really think of it. Could probably want to do something better in oddservice. So here we are actually emitting it here. Let's this. The results we can get from here. That's the problem. I think the problem is that if we don't really wait for this signing to happen and then we just turn this, that's the problem there. I believe so, because when it emits, that other component is already initialized. That's the main thing here. Instead of returning this here, I would not like to emit this bit here. Would like to just do a login there and return this from here. So I make sure before I actually navigate to the dashboard component, I emit it, and then I will actually do something else. So let's go to the login page now. Here, before we do this, I would like to first of all say login successful. And here we need this dot oddservice dot, can say that user credentials. We are going to pass in results, which are like user credentials. And then I'm gonna say, once that's done, then go ahead and then navigate to this bit. Before we navigate, we should have the data there. Here we got this response. I want to log that response in first. What is the response saying here? Argument of wide is not a sound with the parameter change. Okay, so it's saying argument of wide. Go back and see what's going on. So here we got arguments of wide. We don't want to do it wide. I want to directly call in user credential. That should be it. Login page. Now we don't see an error. I'm going to specifically say user It's not gonna let me say that, so not worry about it now. Say there. Yeah. It, I think this should work now. Let's see. Account, logout, refresh. Let's do debugger, and also say console.log this dot oddservice dot get credential. So we see what's the value there. I'm going to log in. I should have started the debugger. So if I refresh, it wouldn't really do anything. Okay, so now that's fine. Let's not worry about it for now. Let's log out. Okay, and I'm going to say login, debugger, and then let's see what we have. What was the response? We're already seeing the user credentials here, as you can see. Now we got the user credentials. Then I'm going to do a breakpoint here. Let's console log, and we can see user credentials are there. Okay, that's good. If I let it go, now here we should see user credential, but it's still coming as null. That's really weird. This should log again. Nah, in the dashboard component, it's still coming as null. So that's a problem that we're facing here. Okay, I think we leave this as it is for now, and we fix this bit in the next next live stream. So I'm gonna just get rid of some of the unused logs here, and I think yeah, I'm just gonna this, and in the dashboard component, just going to comment the debugger as well. Okay, so now we'll just do. I'm going to comment this bit by using iChums comment, and I would say storing user creds in oddservice using we can say subject. Well, let me just do commit and push. Okay, just verify it repository there, and we see the last comment was 21 seconds ago. I was able to actually commit and so yeah, let's go back and going to bring on as fresh local the origin and all. Hey, I hope you enjoyed this live stream, guys. I'll be doing a lot more live streaming, so please subscribe to the channel and let me know if you have any questions regarding Ionic and stuff. I'll be creating videos, but most probably I'll be doing live stream working on this project. It's just easier and just get the job done live. You know, you guys can follow along with me. And yeah, I hope that you liked this live stream, and thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys in the next live stream. And don't forget to subscribe. All right. Thanks for watching. Talk to you guys in the next one.